disclaimer because I already did in the first episode. So I'm going to be just doing a very quick disclaimer for everybody here. I'm running the campaign that is called Curse of Strahd. I know that some of you probably already know this campaign. I will be running it following the books, but not strictly following the books. So if you know the things that are in the adventure, there might be some differences for that, which, you know, it happens. I improvise a lot when I do Dungeons and Dragons, so that happens. Also, as you probably have realized from long ago, or if you are new to the channel, I am Italian. So the language I use sometimes is not going to be the perfect wording, and sometimes words will escape my brain, and I will not be able to find the right one. So please bear in mind with that, and just enjoy me struggling to combine two languages in one brain and making sure that everything that I say is coming out with a sense. So, without further ado, we are going to do a quick recap. You all ended up in a very weird place after a night of sleep and some very weird fog that transported you into a land that you don't know, in a place you don't know, in a situation you don't know. You were into a village that has no people inside. All the houses were shut. All the people were not present. And it felt like it was like one of those Hollywood sets that is created to just shoot, I don't know, a Western movie with just like a front of a house, but in reality there was no house. And you met what we can now call them Rose and Thorn, which were the two kids in the middle of the road telling you that there was monsters in their house. And like very brave heroes, or sort of, I would say, you decided to investigate what was happening, especially considering that one of the kids said that his brother was inside the house as well as. So that happened as well, and you started to explore the house very cautiously, and you ended up even by mistake or by will to fight what looked like to be a magical armor that started to slap people a little bit, but in the end you managed to.
I don't know why it did that.
I don't know, because, you know, curiosity killed the cat, somebody will say.
Thoric, don't turn into a cat.
Exactly.
That was.
This is why Thoric was a dog, because he knows that curiosity kills the cat, clearly.
Yeah.
So, you are currently, you just entered this room, which looks like to be a master bedroom on the second floor. And I think I gave you the description already, but I'm going to be rereading it just to refresh what is inside in here. The double door to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. Design in the glass resemble windmills. The dusty cobweb-filled master bedroom has a burgundy drapes covering the windows. Furnishings include a four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood framed mirror, and a jewelry box, and a padded chair. On the floor, there is a rotting tiger skin posing a rug. In front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of what you now know are the parents of the two kids, because you saw already a family portrait in a floor below you. There is a web-filled parlor in the southwest corner that contains a table and two chairs. Resting on the dusty tablecloth, there is an empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug. There is also a door facing the foot of the bed that has a full-length mirror mounted on it. This is where you are at now. What do you do?
Alrighty, I step inside the room and I head to the jewelry box and I open it.
You open the jewelry box. The jewelry box on the vanity is made of silver with a gold filigree all around. It contains 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
I take them all and put them on myself. And I turn to the party and I'm like, don't I look beautiful?
Yes, very lovely.
Oh.
Did you steal those?
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's living here for a while. Look at all this dust and mold. So I don't think they can use it. I think I'll find a better use for them.
Yeah, story
You
checks
were
out. Very
nothing.
dusty in here. Very dusty.
Did you
I
learn
walk-
nothing from our previous encounter?
Sorry,
what?
what?
Is my microphone not working? Hang on.
Yeah,
It
sounds
was. I think that the cat probably was scratching on that.
I said, did you learn
Yes.
nothing from our previous encounter?
Don't touch things,
Yeah.
probably.
Look, YOLO.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And also look at this necklace. It's pretty. So
Fantastic.
Aaron is walking up to the painting. Is just looking at it and is like shaking his head. And is like, these people really like to have pictures of themselves. I don't get it.
You don't get
touch it.
Do they not have a lot of
Scratch it.
pictures, paintings in the Underdark? I mean, wherever you're from, definitely not a drow.
Why would I have a picture of myself? Makes no sense.
Yeah, I guess. Things are
I
things.
have plenty. I have plenty pictures of myself. We can discuss it later.
Okay.
Why do you have plenty of pictures of yourself?
Because I like looking at myself.
But why?
Don't you? Because I'm pretty. People usually decorate their households with like, pretty stuff, and I think I'll pass for that.
Yeah.
Decorations are just there to collect dust. I don't get it.
The painting, by the way, seems to be in the same style of the previous one, so it probably is the same artist that has done all the paintings so far. So it is not
Oh.
a different art style or anything. It's just the same resemblance.
I'll touch the image again, the picture.
As
Just in
previously,
case.
yes, just in case, as previously discovered, after a little bit of poking, the paint started to fall off from the picture, like everything, like it was aging on touch.
Oh no, she's rubbing paintings again.
Yes, we are rubbing painting.
The
Hey,
paint rub.
little one. Sorry, what was your name again? Yes, you. And I'm pointing at Korto.
Little one.
I'm sorry. Are you?
You're the tiniest one here.
I am mighty, sir. Be not deceived by my size.
Oh, I don't doubt that, but nothing happened when you touched the other picture, right?
That's yes, that's correct.
Can you try and touch this one just to see what happens?
Sure. I will reach up and get my hand as close as I can without actually touching the painting, remembering that I didn't actually touch the paintings before.
Exactly.
And I will make a rubbing motion and then look over my shoulder at Arrowin and say, yeah, see, it must be a not drow thing.
That is very peculiar.
Then I'm going to climb into the fireplace and have a look to see if there's grate above.
There is. I actually need to check one
Don't do
thing
it.
because I didn't
Don't do
open
it,
my.
Sean.
Yeah, just bear with me for
One of
a
these is
moment.
not going to have a grate, and I'm going to climb that son of a bitch.
There is still a little bit of a grate above you, and you can see in the distance a very cloudy sky.
Oh, so
Oh,
we're
this
almost
is
at the
still
top.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a gauge of how high up the chimney goes? Does it look like one more floor?
Is probably one more floor and a bit,
Okay.
roughly.
All right. I'm going to do my usual grab the grate with my fingers, give it a little pull.
Yeah, it is solidly attached to it.
Okay. Yep. And I'll climb out of the fireplace. Does it look like there's been a
How
fire
was
lit in here? Sorry, Vire. Does it look like there's been a fire lit in here more recently, or is it still like super cold, super old?
Super cold, super old, clean sides.
Okay. So I'll walk out and dust myself off.
Okay. Yes, Varia?
I was
You're
just asking, how was the fireplace? Is it as good as the others?
Yeah, I would say it's great.
It's great.
Good fireplace. All right.
Yep.
Like this
I knew
place
it
is
was coming.
absolutely terrible, but the fireplace is at least solid.
Yeah. They
Yes.
definitely, whoever they had, their architect, definitely knew what they were doing. Quite impressive.
Right.
Quite impressive indeed.
Meanwhile,
I'm so
I-
glad you set that up.
I'm still in dog. I haven't come out of dog yet. I'm sniffing at this door that seems to lead somewhere unknown. It looks like a closet or something. I'm having a sniff. Can I smell anything through this door?
This one?
That one there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that one right there.
you can smell a little bit of musty type of smell, like something has been closed for a while.
I'm going to scratch at the door as if to say, let's open this.
Anybody catch on that?
I'm
think
gonna
Doggo
shoot him
found
away from the
something.
door.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
we can't be
embracing the
destroying
full
things in
dog.
here. Do you need to go out? What is there something wrong, boy?
I think Doggo found something, and I walk up to the door and open it.
You open the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fog of War, reveal areas. Thank you. You see a closet opening up on you, and it's empty. There is a lot of dust, but it's smelly of closed, and there's nothing inside. This probably was used for like storage or something like that.
Curious.
Yes, Varia?
I said it's curious where all the
Hmm.
stuff gone. I walked to the drawers next to the bed and checking what's inside.
The drawers are empty, and the wardrobe, you can see that there's the doors are slightly open. There is nothing inside of anything. There's no clothes being left behind, but oddly enough, they left behind the jewelry.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Looks like they've been packing, and they did a pretty good job. However, the jewelry is still there. I wonder what happened. Could it
You're
be the
just
monster?
looking for things to steal, aren't you?
I mean, normally if somebody is packing in an emergency to go somewhere, they wouldn't take things that they might not necessarily need. But I feel like you could sell jewelry down the road and it might have some sentimental value. It's very strange that they wouldn't take the jewelry as well. I'm very curious here. And this closet is empty. The dog doesn't seem to have found anything else.
You can even use it in spell casting, so would have been wise to take them with you.
Yeah, exactly. This is probably the common feel that you get out of this thing. These things are you actually Lavender. You can you go back and look at the things you found in the jewelry box, and with a rough estimate, you can probably tell there is around around 900 gold pieces of value in there, which is
Who's rich?
which is a
I am
lot.
rich.
Which
Yep.
is quite a lot.
Whoop,
Yes.
whoop, 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 whoop. Guys, we're having a
especially
party afterward.
dependent is the problem, because the gold rings are normal gold rings, but the actual pendant with the topaz inside, it looks real, specifically, and it feels like it is quite a valuable item on its own. I like the laughter. I said, "Yeah, I found my treasure. I found my way into this. Brilliant."
I mean, given that we survive in this, guys, I'm inviting you for a drink or something to celebrate my new riches.
A drink, considering you're rich as fuck now. I should imagine like more than a drink.
I'm gonna come here between like the bed and the
Yes,
animal
and the
skin
tiger.
rug, and then I'm gonna lay down on my stomach and look under the bed to see if there's anybody under there.
If you
Okay.
hold down your left mouse button on the map, you will ping it.
Oh, right there.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, under the bed there is dust as well. There isn't any trace of somebody that was, there's no clean area for like somebody hiding under. So it is all evenly covered in dust. So there's not hiding spots.
Okay.
But can I please have a perception check from you?
Yeah, you can.
The moment you go flat to spy under the bed, you are almost certain that the tiger rug blinked.
I'm gonna look at the tiger rug, and then I'm gonna look over at Thoric, and then I'm gonna look back at the tiger rug,
Well, look at me. It's
and
not.
then I'm
me.
gonna look back at Thoric, and I'm gonna say, "Is this a friend of yours?" Oh, he's a dog, so he can't answer. Lavender.
Give it a low woof. And walk over and
I love the
sniff
fact that at the
tiger.
moment, I love the fact that at the moment you said, I look at Thoric, one of my dogs woofed again. It feels like it is again perfect timing on the reaction.
Yeah.
It feels like we are playing with a fourth wall here.
I'm gonna call Lavender over. Lavender, can you come down here for a second? Can you look at this? You know,
What?
I'm gonna.
I'm
point-
coming over and getting on my all fours, and I'm like, what are we looking at?
This rug, does it look? I don't know. Awake to you?
I put my head down as close to the floor as possible, and I stare intently in the rug's eyes. And then I say, no, looks like an old dusty bird to me.
Yeah, the fact that it is actually, when you look at the eyes of the tiger, they actually like marbles that have been positioned there. They are not real eyes. They are like glass beads that pretend to be eyes, which
And
is
then I say, oh, the eyes look pretty though. Maybe we should take them. Then I go to the rug and I'll try to take their eyes out.
yeah. You use your fingers and they come out pretty easily. Is the rug itself is not in the best condition and is, as I described it in the very beginning, almost rotting down. So there are patches of the actual mane that are either completely darkened or very. They don't have much hair on them, so they're kind of rotting away. So you remove the eye and you see an empty socket. There's not a skull behind. It's just a rug. It's not a real tiger rug.
Beautiful. Then I pet the rug, saying, good boy. I spit out the pebble that I'm still carrying in my mouth, and I put one of the marbles inside, and I'm like, this is more of my style.
That's
Okay.
brilliant.
That's that does do. Yeah.
I'm going to just stay here laying on the floor looking at the rug.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can stare at the rug and nothing else happens. From Marty, you noticed also one thing that it is the first time you actually noticed, is the fact that the windows are barred from the outside with metal bars, so they are not windows you can actually open, and it feels like the bars on the window has been placed after, so you can still see the mechanism of opening of the window, because in the past it feels like they will be able to be open, but somebody or even the owner of the house has put metal bars as reinforcement outside, and now the windows cannot be opened ever again.
Someone really wanted someone to not get in.
Or get out.
Or get
Okay.
out.
You all stole my line. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. I'll just stay on the floor.
Just stay on the floor. Yes. So, what else do you
Hey,
want
guys.
to do in here?
I think it's pretty clear this room is dead, so I think we can go explore some more if everybody agrees.
Mhm.
There's 2 more doors.
Um,
There's 2 more
Maybe
doors
there are
here.
more marbles and jewelry.
Ooh.
2 more doors? Where?
At the,
One is here. I'm gonna open up a little bit more for you, and one is here.
Oh,
I retrieve my previous statement.
I don't know what the small
Perception
door
is not my strongest stat. Oh,
where do you
let's
go?
open the door simultaneously. On the count of
Both
3.
doors. Oh god.
Just for fun, let's do it. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's do
Okay.
it, Courtney, get up. Go
I'm
to
on-
the
I'm
small
on it.
door
Let's do
because
it.
you're small.
Can I open the smaller door for reasons?
Okay.
Can I open the other door?
Of course you can.
3, 2, 1.
I'm going to step backwards.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to be revealing both doors, and I'm going to be describing what you both see on those doors. Okay. So the small door is. Let me double check. Yes. It looks like I don't know if you are familiar with this word, because I had to learn it when I moved to UK, because I didn't know that this was the name. It is called a dumb waiter.
Yeah.
It is one of those lifts that you bring up and down food, and it is, I would say, non patronizing. It is tiny enough for a tiny creature to be fit in. And there is also
Say that
a
again.
button.
I think this is the halfling elevator.
It's the halfling elevator. And the other door, as you might have noticed, leads to a balcony with a fence all around.
I say, finally, a breath of fresh air, and I step outside on the balcony.
You step outside the balcony. It is pretty much a fresh air. It's still what you think be late morning, I would say. That's how it feels for you. There is a bare light of coming through some of the clouds, but it feels like a normal British morning. The clouds are darker, but doesn't sound rainy. This balcony is at the back of the house, of course. So in front of you, you see the outlines of the woods that are around this town. But besides that, once again, the fog kind of describe a perimeter around this house, so you can't see much further than that.
Okay, I take a deep, fake breath in, walk inside. It's like, oh, I feel refreshed. There's still lots of fog, though.
Is there a breeze?
Particular, no. There's it's like a
I'm
chill.
asking her, Wochi.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's pretty still and quiet. As
Okay.
dead as you expect it to be in
Yeah,
this
I
cursed
guess.
village.
That's true. That's true.
I think, by the way, this little elevator gives us a good idea how we can access the kitchen, and kitchen probably have wine.
I agree. Can I see where the control is for the dumbwaiter? Is it a rope, and is it inside the dumbwaiter itself, or is it outside?
Good button.
The only things you can see at the moment is there's only a button at the moment.
Is it on the outside of the dumbwaiter or inside the dumbwaiter?
Inside the wall. Just you open it, you open the door, and there's on the inside of the of there. So just you can slap it, and something will happen. But it's
Okay.
on there.
I don't think that my character would be a potential expert in dumbwaiters like I am.
No.
I'm gonna climb in. Do you guys think I should I get in? I mean, I could probably just. I mean, I'm gonna look at Arwen. Did you want to get in first, or no? Too tall. Okay, I could just. Do you want me to just? I'll just get in.
If only we had somebody better for the job.
The
Good
dumbwaiter. The dumbwaiter is not at this floor though. You can see below you there is like a pit that goes down there to the first floor. So
Oh yeah,
it's
I
not
pushed the button.
Actually, you push the button.
Yeah.
You hear a very faint sound of a bell ringing below you.
I push it again 6 times.
You can still hear bell ringings on the probably what looks like to be at the first floor.
Okay.
I mean, if you press the button 10 more times, maybe they will send up some wine and cheese.
This is true. Yeah. Does anybody have any rope? Oh, do I have rope? I'm gonna look in my bag for rope. I think I have rope.
You probably have. Because it's going to be probably the standard equipment.
Yeah, I think I do. Inventory. Rope. I do have some rope. I'm gonna pull out 50 feet of rope from my backpack.
50 feet. Okay.
Which, for the record, is a lot of fucking rope. That would be very heavy.
Yeah, that's a lot of rope. That's a lot of rope. Yes.
I love the whole. I don't know if my character's an expert in dumbwaiters like I am, and then you push the button, and it's obviously going to do.
Trying to keep pushing the button. I'm gonna tie the rope around my waist, and I'm gonna look at Thoric, and I'm gonna say, "Can you turn into like a rhinoceros or something heavy?"
A rhinoceros.
Best I can do is dog.
Best I can do is dog.
Okay. Well, maybe we could tie it with one end around one of the bedposts. I'm gonna look at Arwen. He doesn't look too strong. I'm concerned Lavender might have the shakes due to lack of alcohol, so maybe we could tie this around. If we just tie this around the bedpost, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down here and see how far it goes. You guys think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. You think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Go ahead.
Tying it down your way is how.
Not to.
I don't know how you're gonna do this.
Not to.
Sorry, I just
Get in the way.
Yeah, Matty.
Not to get in the way of your plan here. Wouldn't it be easier to just go down the stairs? All of us?
I see your point.
This is why I was laughing, because I love
Okay.
Role players overcomplicating everything. Well, there's a shaft. It goes somewhere. Maybe starts from the somewhere.
Okay, so you'll go down the stairs and I'll go down the dumbwaiter and we'll meet in the middle.
Okay. Fair enough. You tied the rope at the bedpost, and you start to just do, as a proper Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger, you just go down.
And while he does that, I start to go downstairs.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna do something now, right? I'm going to.
Yes.
Because I can use Wild Shape infinitely out of combat, can I not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Wild Shape into a. Let's go. I can do Spider, can't I? Pretty sure I can do Spider. Where's my Wild Shape guy gone? Oh shit! I can do Spider, right?
I
Come on.
believe you can.
Oh, shit, no. Yeah, I think I can do spider, which is I mean, either way, a rat will go through the same size gap as spider will, won't it?
Yes. Yes.
I
you
can
will.
do. I can. So I'm gonna wild shape into a rat, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna climb down the dumbwaiter ahead of Colt.
So
I say ew and go down the stairs.
so we have a dilemma here. So
Right.
does your rat have
Climb. Yes.
climb, but also does your the pose of your rat stick to walls? Because that's climbing.
No, but it has
climbing the-
climb, which is the same, isn't it?
but you're trying to climb vertically down against gravity. So before you
Both-
just try
both-
do that and then you just flop down to the ground and then smash yourself.
Both
maybe-
That's the spider.
Both rats and mice are good climbers and can climb the vertical walls and shimmy up between walls and drain pipes. So I
Fantastic,
don't know
thank you.
if
That was
works.
the confirmation I needed to have, just in case we ended up with a dead rat on the ground that all of a sudden transformed into a dwarf.
How do you know that?
So
Yeah.
you're climbing down, Corto, and you see a rat just zooming down past you. So that's fair.
I'll drop a bit of cheese towards him.
He's squeaking almost like he's laughing as well.
Yeah. So while you go down, you see that there is, I would say, roughly a floor below you.
Mhm.
There is another one of these doors that
Can
you
I
saw
open
on the top. Yes, you can open it. And I'm going to have to change map so everybody will see this as well. So we go to the previous one, which is
We literally
this
just
one.
have
1 second.
the dumbwaiter.
There we
open.
go. And you are here. You probably just need to scroll a little bit. Yes, thank you. And with the power of Fog of War, you ended up opening this one. And you open this door and you see this.
Children's room.
I'm gonna go into the room.
Okay. So
Just
at
let
the
me know
moment
when-
we have
Just let me know when I arrive.
yeah. So you're going down, but how many floors you're going down, Marty? 1 floor, 2 floor, to the bottom or to the first floor?
How far away did the bell sound like?
It sounded like on the first floor, or the ground level. Sorry, ground level.
Then I'll be going there.
Okay, Lavanda
We'll do that
Varia,
after.
Lavanda Sane. Sorry.
Whilst I'm getting down the stairs, do I hear like anything going on the floor in between the one with Corto?
No, you can kind of see the Corto going down because you can hear he's a huff and puff to just go down with the rope. You hear a rat squeaking down, but besides that, there is nothing else because the bell, of course, has stopped ringing because nobody's pressing the button. By the way, you also see on the inside of the this new level of dumbwaiter another button, probably again a collar.
Yeah. As I climb out of the dumbwaiter, I'm gonna hit that button 5 or 6 times.
Okay, so now everybody can hear much closer if you're going down. Again, the bell ringing on the ground floor. I'm going to describe for you, Koto, the room you see, and then I'm going to ask for a perception check to Marty and Lavanda after I do the description for a different reason. So, this is room number 7, correct? Let me see. It is room
No
number
windows in
7.
this room.
Yeah, so this is an undecorated bedroom. It contains a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed, there is an empty footlocker. There is servants' uniforms hanging from the hooks on the wall next to it. They look like servants' uniforms, like maid dresses or something like that.
What size are they? Like adult size?
Adult size, yes, adult
Okay.
size. I would ask. I saw Marty already rolling, and I will ask Lavender to roll for a perception. So you roll a d20, and you add
5.
your perception. Yes, 5. Okay. Marty, there's one thing that you notice, which is that the painting that Lavender earlier removed from the wall is still on the ground, but it looks like the paint is restored, so the picture is full. Because if you remember, you were poking it, and the picture and the paint was falling off for age. It looks like that magically the paint has been reattached as it was before on the painting. There's not even the dust that you made out of scratching the paint on the floor.
Interesting. Looks like the painting has been restored.
What? I look at
And
the painting and I'm like, oh.
Now you actually see it. Now you can actually see it yourself.
What do you think it means?
I'm not sure yet. Some
I
kind of
think
magic.
somebody is trying hard to maintain this illusion.
I think you're right.
I wonder why. In the meanwhile, whilst we are standing on this floor and chatting, do we hear anybody in the room? In the servants' room?
Well, you probably only heard a thud, which is Corto jumping into the room from the dumbwaiter, and that's all you hear at the moment.
And then I say, oh, I think something is moving in that room.
Mhm.
I walk to the door and I knock on it and I'm like, hello, is anybody in there?
I dash to one of the beds and pull the covers up over my head.
You hear some movement inside the room.
I make this sound. Loud enough that they could hear it on the other side of the door.
Now that sounds familiar. I knock again. I was like, do you mind if we open the door? Or do you need some privacy?
I'm just gonna make the sound again.
Okay.
I look at Marty and I'm like, I think whoever is there needs help. Should I open the door?
I think Ironen is just sighing and just nodding. Sure.
Yeah.
You open the door.
Yeah, I rub the door first just in case, and then I open the door and we walk into the room.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. You see exactly that room, and you see like something hiding under the covers of one of the beds.
I lay very still.
I look at it and I'm like, this thing under the covers is small enough. Surely we can take it down. So
Lord of the Rings moment.
I walk towards it and I take the covers off in one swift move.
In one swift move, you raise quite a lot of dust out of that, but of course under it there is Corto trying to play a prank. The other things you notice is that the moment you remove the cover, it doesn't disintegrate immediately, but it feels like again removing from where it was has started to rapidly aging in terms of the material. So it felt when you went inside the bed, it felt like almost normal. Yes, dusty and smelly, but it was normal. The moment you removed it from the cover, it started to age.
This is creepy. Jesus.
When Lavender pulls the covers off, I'll open my eyes and say, "Oh, hey, hi, how are you? Hello. I found this room.
Were there any jewelry?
No, there's 2 beds. And I'll point to the other bed. And 2 boxes. I'll point to the 2 boxes.
Not much to go with. But look what's going on with the covers. Like, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, please. What do you think? It's really, really creepy, or is it just me?
I think it's just really, really old.
What I don't understand is why somebody is trying to convince us that this place is not as old as it is. Why? I mean, I understand creepy children who are apparently weird to the touch. I understand monsters. We've all seen monsters. Potentially dead or alive baby. We don't know. We will discover hopefully soon. But like, why? It's so confusing. It doesn't sit right with me. That silence. Alrighty, guys. Whilst I'm telling you all of this, I walk towards the box next to the bed on the right hand side, and I open it casually.
The boxes are empty. There's nothing inside. There's no clothes. There is no leftover anything. There's no jewelry. Most important. And
I announce, no luck here.
no luck. There is another door in this room.
Have you noticed that there is another door in this room?
No, do you want to open it for us?
You open it, Marty?
I think
I'm holding my breath.
I think it's a job for one of you two. And I take a step back away from
Okay.
the door.
I'll pop up out of the bed and I'll go open the door.
There's
You
another
open the
door in this
door.
room. My God, there's another door in here.
Did you guys notice this has 4 walls? I'll open the door.
The door opens, and it is a larger closet with more uniforms attached to crutches in a sort of, I don't know, a sort of mannequin type of things. You know, you place your uniforms there to just hang in instead of having a wardrobe.
Oh no, Lavender, don't touch them.
Adult size uniforms?
Adult size still. The same size as the one you saw already in this room.
Well, at least they don't abuse children's labor.
Or halflings.
Or halflings. True. So let's go to Panda for a second. You are kind of stuck now because you go down to past this floor, and you ended up on top of the actual dumbwaiter. But of course, there's no way you can go past it because the entrance is literally below you. So you are on the roof of the dumbwaiter cart.
I mean, is it not time to do spider then? In this case,
If you want,
and
well,
go through the crack. I should have done fucking spider in the first place, shouldn't I?
probably
No,
should
honestly,
have
the
been.
mouse could probably
Yeah,
get through the
probably
crack
should.
because mice
Probably-
can
probably
get underneath
Yeah.
the door.
Yes.
I mean, it's still classed as tiny, isn't it? The
Yes, it's
rack.
the class is tiny. So you might end up. I'm not going to make you roll for anything. Let's assume that since rats work the same way also in this world, you are able to climb through. So I'm going to be changing map again for you guys, so you can actually have a look.
I'm guessing the door's already open down there.
The door is already open. Let me double check because I can't. Okay, there we go. So this is the first floor, and you open
No, it's
up.
not. It's the ground floor, not the first floor. Get it
Yeah, the
right.
ground floor. Yes.
We're not in Europe.
Ah, dear me. Right. This is what you see now. Of course, the door is open, and you see this. And this has a description for you. Just let me understand which number it is. It's 4. 222. Okay. It is, in fact, a kitchen. The kitchen is very tidy, with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on the shelves. There is a work table that has a cutting board and a rolling pin, as you might notice from the very detailed map that have been provided. A stone, dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall, its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove on the left, there's a thin door.
Hang on, Marty just asked a really valid question.
So this, how do you ping again? Probably with this, okay?
Hold it in. Hold in the mouse button.
This is the oven, and there's a pipe that goes up. This one.
Looks
There's,
like
of
a
course.
job for helping.
Hang on. Marty just asked a really valid question, and I need to.
So yes, sorry. What was the question, Marty?
Oh, it's just asking in chat how many times he can wild shape doing, in one day.
I'm not sure. I think I read somewhere that because I'm Circle of the Moon, it's. Hang on.
I'm checking.
I'd
I
say
thought-
it's
I thought-
indefinite.
It's in. Is it not in combat? You've got like 2.
It
But
Circle
says,
of combat is
You don't
indefinite.
pick Circle of the Moon until level 2, right?
okay.
Oh shit! Have I got it wrong?
It's probably it is. It says the limited use of wild shape is 2 times per short rest until you get the Arch Druid or any at the end.
Whoops. I've got it
It's
there.
fine. We just assumed that you were always a dog and you tried to to be a rat. Now it's fine. I'm not too fussed about. Now we're gonna be
it's only
using
2
it.
forms, isn't it? And I've
Yeah.
only done rat and dog anyway.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine. But let's
Okay,
assume
cool.
that you are. Yeah. Let's from now on we're gonna be working with that. Yes.
Right.
So you are currently rat still, but I will say that you can probably return normal anytime soon to make it easier going forward. So this is the kitchen. You have one door on your left and one door in front of you behind the oven.
Why is the kitchen so tidy? That doesn't make sense to me. I can't open doors as rat, can I? So
No, you can't. No,
I'm gonna.
you have to return normal for that.
I'm gonna have to. I think, aren't I? Either way, I'm not useless out of wild shape. Either way, I'm gonna shift back into my dwarf form and go and open that door behind the oven.
You open the door behind the oven. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
I know I'm on my own here. This is probably a really bad idea.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You just explore. You're just exploring, on your own. Always divide the party. As a rule number 1 of any Dungeons and Dragons campaign, divide the party. Divided, you are stronger. Somebody will say.
It's true.
True.
Diversity is our
good.
greatest strength.
Mm-hmm. It is a well-stocked pantry. All the food in the pantry appears fresh, like it's always been just caught and bought.
Do they have any salted pork?
There is some form of bacon type of things. There's nothing cooked. There's some vegetables that are there, but there's some cuts of meat. Mostly are preserved in terms of they are cured to withstand. So of course, they don't have fridges, so they are not rotten, but they're preserved in order to stay out longer. Like some hams, for example, some cheeses, and so on.
Some hams. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take some hams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna gonna be really annoying. I'm gonna walk back to the main door
Yeah.
of the kitchen because I assume
Yes.
that's the exit to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna walk up the stair. Walk up the stairs.
Okay. So you're going with ham in your hand.
Yeah, with ham in hand,
You-
I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
Okay, fantastic.
I want to go
Brilliant.
see what these guys are doing.
Okay, let's go back to floor
Obviously,
number 2 then.
I don't know what's going on, do I? Right now, so
Let's go back to floor number 2 then. There we go.
just
So
comes ambling
you-
up the stairs like.
You see now through the door here. You see Thoric in his dwarf form going up the stair with some ham inside of his hand.
Just humming away, humming a song of my father's.
I immediately see the dwarf, and I'm like, "Oh, who are you? Oh, that's the dog man. Alrighty.
The dog.
I think you found the pantry, haven't you? What did you bring this ham for?
He's trying
there
to
any
get
cheese?
hammered.
Was there any cheese? Was there any cheese?
Cheese, everything down there.
Well, let's go then.
Are you all going to the pantry, or somebody stays up here?
I'm going towards the stairs, and I look at the rest of the party. I was like, "What are you waiting for? We found food."
I don't think I would like to eat any food in this house.
Look, you can
Why
just look
not?
at
It's
it. Close your
delicious.
eyes.
Yeah, let's
Thoric,
go.
what you're saying? Okay, cool.
Let's go.
You all
We
go
all
down
march
to the kitchen. Okie dokie.
Good. I just like derailed the party completely with this. What the hell?
Fantastic. You go down here, and you all go to the kitchen. Now, Corto, you can actually see what is the mechanism. So on this side, I'm going to be pinging it in a moment when I find it. On this side, inside the wall, there is actually the mechanism. So the rope is inside the wall itself. So it's not inside the dumbwaiter, but it's just outside and just worked out all the pull is inside. So it goes up and down. And you actually see now the bell that you were ringing.
Is there a different bell for each floor?
No,
Or
it's just
one bell?
just one bell. You didn't.
Okay.
I didn't mention to you, but on the previous floor there was another button to again call for the.
No, you told us there was a button there. I rang it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work that out. They would just push the button the number of times for the floor they wanted.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna send the dumbwaiter up a little bit just to look underneath and see if it goes down.
The dumbwaiter doesn't go down.
Okay, so it's at the bottom.
It is at the bottom, yes.
Okay.
Thoric, I just noticed you munching the piece of ham.
Mhm.
It looked fantastic when you took it.
You fucked up, Thoric.
The moment you eat it, it still tastes almost like you expected, but it kind of on the bland side. It feels like, I don't know, it's been left out. It looks fresh, but it tastes like it's been left out for a little bit. It's not rotten. It's not. Yeah, it looked freshly salted. It looked like everything, but the moment you tasted it in your mouth, it is very disappointing in terms of the actual taste. It's not rotten. It's not poisoned because you're not feeling sick about eating it. It just tastes of nothing. It's like eating cardboard.
Trust me, I've had worse.
But the feel that you get is like you are eating a piece of cardboard.
I say, I walk straight to the pantry. I say, ooh la la, and start looking for cheese.
There is some forms of cheese in there.
I get the cheese. I walk out of the pantry. I sniff the cheese, and I'm like, the older the better. And I bite it. A tiny little bite.
Again, your eyes tells you, I know this cheese, and I know how it should be tasting like. It looks fresh. It feels good. You eat it. about the bite you have, and is almost tasteless.
I spit the cheese out and was like, ew, it tastes like nothing.
Mm.
Is it just meats and cheeses in there?
There's some vegetables as well.
Can I pick up a
There's some
vegetable?
veggies as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there
pick
is
up a
a
vegetable. I'm gonna hold
Yeah,
it out
you-
to Lavender, and I'm gonna say, "Can you just rub this before I eat it?"
you take a cauliflower
Okay.
out, and they just ask Lavender to rub it.
I look
You
at you,
rub
was
the
like, oh,
cauliflower.
come on. And then I rub your cauliflower.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does
I,
anything happen?
I was going to say a carrot, but it could be looking way weird.
Yeah, no,
And I
cauliflower
decided
is
not to
way
go
more
for
normal.
that.
Let's go with the cauliflower.
Cauliflower is much better because
yeah.
other vegetables can be odd.
Yeah, so she
Please-
rubs the cauliflower. Does anything happen to it?
No, nothing happens.
I'm gonna break a little piece off and eat it.
Same thing. Looks like a cauliflower, smells like a cauliflower, taste of nothing.
Well, this tastes great. I don't understand.
Okay. I will have to ask you to do for this deception check. So,
Deception? Okay.
yeah, because at this point it started to become.
To be fair, cauliflower tastes like freaking nothing.
Yeah,
so I'm
cauliflower
not
always tastes
surprised.
like nothing. That's how it tastes.
I believe him.
You believe, but Lavender, Thoric, and Arwin, can you do an insight check? So you D20 again and add
okay,
the
yeah.
insight.
I thought it was
modifier.
just the passive insight.
It is
I
a passive
can-
insight. You have a passive insight.
Yeah, of 11.
11. If you want to, if you're using the passive insight, it's clearly saying the truth. That it's cauliflower taste of nothing. That's great, actually. You said
I
it was
rolled a
tasting
1.
great. Yeah, you rolled a 1. Fantastic. You 100% believe everything that the court is saying about this cauliflower. You almost believe that maybe you rubbing this cauliflower made it taste that way it tastes now.
Thinking about this, I look at the cheese that I'm
Yeah.
still holding with suspicion and start rubbing it aggressively.
Yes.
And then I take another bite, and then I chew a little bit on it, and then I spit it out. It's like, nah, still tastes like nothing.
Exactly.
Would you like to rub my meat too? See if it makes a difference.
No, thank you.
I let's move on. This is why, as a dungeon master, I never make notes because the amount of time that the party itself derail everything, the adventure writes itself. So I just need to sit back and just let you do what you're doing.
All right, so guys, we found food. Like, screw the baby. Like, I'm getting tired of this. We had a fight. Like, I mean, it's not like every day you're having a fight. Should we look for a cellar? Because if there is a tasteless cheese, maybe there is tasteless wine, and then we can have a very disappointing party.
So you want to find the monster and not the baby?
I want to find the wine and not the baby.
In my
Okay.
experience, that those things are one and the same.
So the kid said that the baby was on the 3rd floor and the monster was in the basement. So
Oh, really? Did he? Did they?
Mhm.
I don't recall.
I mean, it's also been like 15 minutes. So
Oh well.
I mean,
True. Maybe we should split up. Maybe 2 of us should go to the attic to find the baby, and 2 of us should go to the basement to find the wine monster.
I don't feel specifically heroic, so I'll go to the basement to look for the wine.
Okay. Well, the thing that you have realized now is that so far you haven't found a single staircase that goes downstairs more below this ground floor. So you said you
Oh.
want to go to the basement, but First of all, you probably should be trying to find out if there is an access to this basement, because as far as you know, this ramp of stairs doesn't go below.
That's fair enough. I storm out of the kitchen, was like, guys, it's time for action. Let's go and find something to drink. I go
time for action.
I go across the hall to the room that is down the stairs, like on the
Yeah.
map.
Yes, sir.
And I open it wide.
So you're opening this door here. I'm gonna pointing. Are you opening this door here, or
No.
are you opening this
Oh.
one here?
Yes.
That one. Okay. You
Yeah.
open this door. Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
You open this door.
What? She's doing it again.
Yay!
Oh,
It is a big door.
Fuck.
Right.
These wolves.
Maybe they're stuffed wolves.
I like the fact that you say maybe.
Oh shit.
Right, this is number 3. Okay.
Why are you always getting us in fights?
This,
she's troubling Carnus, isn't she?
I want to say I'm sorry, but I'm really not, guys.
this
Bear in mind,
room,
we're not here.
yes.
We're all the way over here.
Yeah, you're up there. Yes. So, this room, the walls of this room are all oak panels. So they are panels of oak on the wall, like a nice decoration of the actual room. Mounted above the fireplace, there is a stag head over here on top of this. I'm gonna where is it gone? Sorry, guys. This one. Above here, there's a stag head mounted. And positioned around the outskirts of the room, there are 3 stuffed wolves.
They're stuffed.
Did I touch them?
Oh my god.
two-
you're touching them.
2 padded chairs are draped in animal furs, facing the earth, facing the fireplace, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stands against the wall. The east cabinet sports a lock that closes it, but you can see through it because it's a glass front, and you see that inside of it there is a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon. This whole room looks like a hunter's den.
That's like a hunting.
I
lodge
like
kind of
how.
thing.
Yeah, I like how my gut feeling brought me straight to the wine. I walk into the room. I
Mhm.
go to the fireplace. I sit in the chair to the right from the fireplace. I
Okay.
pour myself a goblet of wine, and then I yell, "Hey, Torik, I found you, brothers!"
Are you tasting the wine?
Not yet. I'm just holding it.
You're holding it. Okay.
Yes.
The wine is red wine, by the way.
Beautiful.
The color is still kind of dark ruby in terms of color.
Sounds
So it's
great.
like what? So it's like a deep red. The chair is quite comfortable, and the rug or the skin rug is again pretty comfortable. Nothing here feels dusty though. There's no dust anywhere.
Are there any marbles in the rug?
Meaning it's just there's no heads in these rogues. It's just like the skins. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Considering she shouted me,
Yes.
I did.
I'm gonna kind of wander over because I'm leaning against the wall outside the kitchen right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna wander over.
Yes.
Gonna poke my head in.
Yes.
Get quite startled by the wolves for a second, then realize, hang on a sec, these ain't real.
Mm-hmm. They are after a little bit of reassessing your sight. You realize that they are quite large wolves, though.
But
They are quite large wolves.
I'm gonna be useful again,
Mm-hmm.
and once again, I'm gonna use detect magic. I'm gonna cast detect magic on them.
Okay.
And
I think let me double check one thing, but I don't think you need to cast it again. Let me see. Detect magic.
Will it still be?
It has a duration. It has a duration.
Exactly, because if you already has a duration, let me see how long it takes. Is up to 10 minutes. So you probably have finished it because a lot of happens. You had a fight. So yeah, it's a first. You're using it again because it's a first level spell. Are you able to cast it again?
Yeah.
You have enough. Okay. You cast detect magic, and there is nothing magical in this room. The crossbows in the cabinet don't look magical. Nothing in here sparks you as being any sort of magic or anything. Okay.
They're literally just stuffed wolves. Okay.
Yes.
Do any of us actually have proficiency in crossbows?
That's a very meta question to ask.
I was going to say I might as well. I might as well walk over and probably, I imagine, pick up the heavy crossbow.
They are behind a closet. There's a lock.
Is it locked?
Yes, it's locked.
Okay.
Before moving forward with the other two members of the team that I went upstairs, I'm going to call for a quick break, stretch your legs, and refill your drinks, and we will be just right back with more of this. Don't go away, please. Don't. There we go. We are back. So I probably misheard Mr. Corto and Mr. Arwin I thought they were going upstairs, but in reality they are still here. So you can all hear then Lavender shouting at Thoric that she found wine. You saw Thoric moving inside the room, getting a little bit startled. But besides that, you're still there on the ground floor, waiting on what to do next. What do you do?
I'm looking at Corto and I'm like, I guess we are exploring all the rooms then. What do you feel?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. And just between us, and I like sidle a little closer to him and like lower my voice, like almost conspiratorially. The children outside didn't seem right when I touched them. It wasn't like how normally it is when I touch. Wait, they just my hand went. It's weird here, and then I just walk out of the room.
Okay. So, which door you're going for?
I'm gonna head towards the room that the sound of Lavender's voice came from.
Okay. So you arrive in the same room, and you see all the big wolves stuffed over there. You see Varia, Lavender sat on one of the chairs with a goblet of wine in her hand, comfortably sat. Feels like she's doing that as a daily basis in terms of mannerism and so on. So it's all very natural.
Remembering,
I raise my goblet. Raise my goblet when I see you, and I look at you guys. I smile and I say cheers, and then I take a sip.
Oh God!
The wine tastes like red wine, so it does have a taste. It might be a little bit older than you are usually used to. Is not turning into vinegar type of aged, but is still not horrible at taste. Okay, but it's going into that direction though. You can taste some of the notes at the back of it that it says it's a bit becoming a little bit sour on the when you drink it fully. It leaves a bit of an aftertaste that potentially is a sign of way too old or maybe left open for too long type of thing.
I say, still tastes like wine.
I remember the rug upstairs, so I'm going to like squint at the closest wolf to the door, and I'm gonna like look away and then look back quickly, and then look away and then look back quickly, trying to, and then again, just trying to see if it blinks at me.
It doesn't blink at you.
I'm just gonna keep doing it for a bit.
Okay.
I say, guys, look at all these crossbows. My father used to have something similar. He was sort of a hunter as well.
As I am continuing to look away and look back at the wolf, I'll ask, what type of hunter was he?
Like, he's a hired help. We may call it this way.
Corto,
Mhm.
can you do a perception check for me, please?
Oh, fuck yeah.
While you're playing
Peekaboo?
peekaboo with the wolf, your eyes catch on the crossbow cabinet. And yes, it is a glass cabinet. Yes, it is closed with a padlock. But you notice one of the details that you didn't see before, which is the description I gave you is that there were 3 types of crossbow with 20 bolts each. The reality of that is that yes, there are 20 bolts of each, but 10 of each type are purely made of wood. The other 10 for each type there's a metal tip. These one are purely made of wood, and the tip of the bolt itself, it feels like it is being shaved.
Can I do an insight check to see if my character would know why somebody would want a pure wood bolt for their crossbow?
You can try. You can try to do that.
Ooh, you're on a roll.
Sean thinks he knows, but it's because he knows what this campaign is.
Yeah, exactly. Legends or that you've read in books when you were in breaks between your monk training reminds you of a specific type of weapons that were used against specific type of enemies. Possibly this one could be linked to some vampire hunters type of thing.
I would like to go over to the cabinet. Can I tell through the glass what type of metal the points of the other bolts is?
You can do a test of I would say I would think it is perception again, because probably it's like evaluation type of thing. So
sorry, Shadow.
You are on a roll, sir. You're on a roll.
Did you say
it shines like silver.
If I have entered the room at any point, I will also walk up and check out the crossbows, and I will actually open and take one out.
It's locked.
And is it locked?
Yeah.
There's a padlock.
All right, but I will walk up to him and I will be like,
Yes.
"Oh, it's been a while since I've used one of those."
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that to Arwen, because he's standing there. I think Thork might be over there too. Isn't it? It's a little curious, don't you think, that half these bolts are silver, half these bolts are wood in this very normal house with these giant stuffed wolves?
I mean, why would that be curious?
It's just as a little boy when I was small, I remember tales that my Nona would tell me of, brave men and women who would hunt monsters in the night, and they would use pure silver and wood for different monsters. Anyway, I just thought that was strange that somebody would have that here for what looks to be a very normal hunting lodge in this town where there's no people and we're surrounded by fog.
Would that trigger anything in my mind? Any memories of something I've read?
With this type of description, yes, totally 100%. And Thoric, this is also the reason why you didn't spot anything magical, because silver per se is not magical. They are not enchanted darts or anything. They are just have a tip of silver, which is used against this type of creatures, but per se is not magical. It's not being blessed. That's what I mean. Okay.
I continue drinking my wine, and I just drop a comment that it sounds that like they are hunting a very specific type of monsters. In this case, I would be probably siding with the monsters.
If only we had somebody who could open this lock.
It's glass.
You can break
Still
it.
a lock on it.
But it's glass.
It's a glass.
Surely the bard has, lock picking skills.
I use my quarterstaff and hit the glass as hard as I can.
Oh my god!
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the glass breaks pretty easily, and you can reach a side for the crossbow. I can repeat what they were. These heavy crossbow, light crossbow, and hand crossbow. And there are 10 darts for each size of crossbow that are wood, and 10 of them that are silver tipped.
I think. Wait.
It might be the same size, but I think that the bolts for the heavy crossbow are slightly bigger.
Do you roll dex for crossbows?
Yes, because it is still considered an agility weapon, even if you have to cock the bow with your strength.
Yeah. So I think I'm probably.
You still need to use your aim to actually fire the weapon, so this is why.
Yeah.
I'll grab the light one. That's the one I'm familiar with. So.
Okay. There is up for grabs if needed be a hand crossbow. It looks like the ones that the Demon Hunter of Diablo 3 uses as a main weapon. You can basically dual wield them if you had two of them. It's that type of crossbow. And there is still a heavy crossbow, which is legitimately heavy. You just need to put to charge it, you put your foot down, use both hands to pull the string up, and then it's like a big thud type of bolt.
I'm going to bring the hand crossbow and its 20 bolts over to Lavender. And I'll offer them to her and say, you might make better use of this than I would. How's the wine?
I take a big sip of wine. Then I stretch my legs, take out my lute, and I'm like, oh, it's wonderful. And then I start a very slow, relaxing song, something like, ой, то не вечер, то не вечер. After I finished, I look back at you, completely stunned, take the crossbow, and say, thank you.
That was a lovely song. Have you ever considered doing this professionally?
You don't say.
You don't say, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm gonna take the heavy crossbow.
Okay.
How many bolts do we get each?
For each crossbow, there are 20, so 10 and 10.
So 10 wooden and 10 silver.
10 silver tipped. Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
What's in the other cabinet?
the other cabinet contains glasses, contains other jar that are empty, like for a liquor type of cabinet. So you put there all the fancy stuff, but the only liquid in the room it was the wine that Lavender was sipping on the table.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get in the fireplace.
okay.
I'd like to look up.
You
Every
find
time.
that is exactly the same type of scenery that you saw previously. So it is a grate on the top,
Okay.
solid one, and it feels like there is another fireplace above you, because there is in the distance you can see there's another grate higher up.
Right. Okay. Oh, this fire wasn't on, was it? No, this one was also off. Okay.
This was also off, yes.
Cool. All right. Really, really good stuff. I'm really, really impressed with the architecture here.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what they were doing.
I was
Is it
expecting this is also great.
I mean, it's okay.
Oh dear me.
I take another deep breath. I put the empty goblet on the table where it came from. I
Mhm.
stand up and I'm like, alrighty, boys. I think now when we are all armored up, we can go and see what's in the other room.
Okay. So you all leaving the room then?
Yeah, I want to leave the room last, and I want to do 3 more peekaboos with the wolf by the door on the way up.
Okay. So the other 3 party members go into the hallway, leaving you behind in the room. You do your 3 peekaboo on the wolf that is close to the door. On the 3rd peekaboo, the fireplace lights up for 2 seconds and it shuts off again.
Oh shit.
I like the silence.
I will leave the room, close the door behind me, and hurry over to catch my friends.
Where are we going? Do we want to find the way down or do we want to find the way up?
I would go to the room straight across.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you open up which one of the two? You open up this one. I'm gonna ping. Or
Yes.
this. Okay, that one. Perfect. Okay, so you open up this room that looks like this.
Well, nothing in there.
And is let me find the number for this thing.
Coat
I
room.
do apologize. I am sorry.
Said it's the coat room.
It's a cloakroom, yes.
Hat. I want the hat.
Several
Give me
black
that.
cloaks hanging from hooks on the
cloak.
walls, and there is
Cloak.
also a top hat that sits on a high shelf.
I reach to the top. Sorry?
I just heard it as Coke room. That's something completely
Coke.
different.
I reach to the top hat. I put it on my head, and then I like shuffle the coats around a little bit. Turn back to you guys and tell that there's not much to see here.
Why you gotta steal everything?
I'm not
Oh,
stealing
yeah.
it. I'm just getting in style.
Showing your webcam's going off, buddy.
Yep, I got it fixed.
Seeing that this is nothing but a cloakroom, I'm gonna go and open the door next to it.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the fog of war for you.
I'm gonna give it a slight a knock first, just out of courtesy, just in case.
There's a dog in there. I heard it.
There is nothing sounding inside when you knock, and this is the room that you open.
There is definitely a dog. Just saying.
That's
I
that's
love
round one
the
working.
sound
Oh, no, it's
of the feet on the hardwood.
Yeah.
A little scrabbling of the claws. That's great. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a dining room.
Fireplace.
Another
The
fireplace.
centerpiece of this wood paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine.
What's this?
Mounted above the marble fireplace, there is a mahogany frame painting of an alpine vale.
Mhm.
The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall. That's what you see.
I'm really confused now
Why?
because you mentioned a cellar
Mm-hmm.
and there's no cellar door. Yeah, I see the ping. I see the ping, but there's no door to it.
Mm-hmm. This is the map.
Okay. Well, yes, I can see it's the map. Thanks.
On the map. On the
Um,
map. On the map. On the map.
I mean, there's nothing of interest in here to me.
What? There's a giant tapestry here. I'm gonna show up late and move the tapestry. I'm gonna walk behind it. This one here, the one on the.
You're just gonna walk behind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open it first like a curtain. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna walk behind it.
The tapestry is a normal tapestry. The scene depicted is the ones I described you. Varia, Lavanda, sorry. Since you are already used to find intricate hidden patterns in this wooden panel, instead of deer among the trees, which is the subject that everybody saw when entering this room, you actually see twisted faces carved into the tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage. So there's something again that is hidden, that is not showing the reality of this carving around the walls.
I look at it and I say, "Oh, beautiful decorations."
Okay.
Then I jump on the table
Mhm.
and I cling with my nail on the chandelier. It's like, "Oh, that's real crystal, guys."
Mm-hmm. It's actually real crystal, yes. And the silverware is actually real silverware.
Who's gonna try and steal it?
I'm gonna take a couple knives.
Okay. They are not steak knives. Okay, so they are I will say butter knife, but they have some form of edge, some form of serrated, but they are not really used for stabbing. You can saw somebody taking a lot of time with that,
Yeah.
but there's
You could
no
s-
actual.
You can stab with anything if you hit hard enough.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's completely true. Yes,
It's actual silver, right?
it's actually silver. Yes, and very well polished.
I might just grab a fork and
You grab a
put that
fork.
inside my robes real quick.
Okie dokie. You have
Was
a fork
there-
in your robe.
Was there painting here as well?
No, there was the tapestry that Corto went, and there's the panels all around.
Okay.
Oh no, yes, you're right. There's a painting above the mantelpiece. There's an alpine vale, so like a mountain with snow and so on.
Hmm.
Guys, I can't help but notice there's no stairs to a basement here, and those totally real, definitely not ghost children told us that there was a monster in the basement. Confused.
No. There's nowhere where stairs could be.
Maybe it's like a cellar from the outside.
That's what I was thinking.
There was
I-
no outbuilding on this property.
Hmm.
Yes, Lavender?
I yell, "Step aside!" And
Okay.
when you all step aside,
Yeah.
I randomly cast Thunder Wave
Thunder wave in front of
Yes.
you.
My
in
ears.
front of me.
Okay. Okay, so you are on top of the table at the moment, casting Thunder Wave from where the door it is that you come from, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you cast Thunder Wave. Everybody puts their hands over their ears because, of course, the sound is quite loud. You're not expecting that. But the effect that you do is that the 3 chairs in front of you shatter. So that those 3 chairs here that I am pinging right now, those 3 chairs there shatters in pieces. Some of the cutlery and dishes on top of the table that got caught into the frontal cone of your spell gets scattered away in pieces in front of you. You barely damage the paneling that are here and here, but nothing else really happened after that. You just destroyed some furniture.
I
We'll
jump
stand up
off the
and say,
table.
"What the hell?"
That was on pretty good a display of power. Consider myself a little bit more intrigued in your person.
I jump off the table and I just wanted to shake this place up a little bit.
Okay.
Consider me shook.
Really. Okay. What do you do now, guys?
I think our only option is to go to the attic. Yes.
Yes.
Where
Can't find the
baby
monster. Let's find the baby.
Where the baby supposedly is, though I have a bad feeling about this baby.
Save the baby, save the world. I'm gonna head for the stairs.
Okay.
I follow.
Let's me move here to the next page. So this is again, there is still rooms that you didn't explore here if you wanted to, but you can go if you want to the top floor if you want.
Oh, I'm going
Up to you. You're going up.
You're going
Okay.
straight up. Okay.
You're going straight up. Fair.
I don't want to separate the party again, so I'm just gonna come with you then.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
There we go. We are on the top floor. I've got to remove these markers, which are the ones from the previous fight. There we go.
The armor's
So-
still buggered, yeah.
No.
It's
The
back in place.
It's back in place, but you still have, Thoric, your detect magic on.
Yeah.
And this time, the armor doesn't emanate any magical vibes.
Sweet.
It's
okay.
just an armor.
So we've
say-
done that then.
It's what happened to the picture as well downstairs. It seems like whatever we're doing is being put back in place.
That's super odd. As I said before, it looks like somebody is desperately trying to, keep this illusion going.
I think I'm gonna go and investigate this door here because this one makes more sense.
Which one? Sorry, ping it again.
This one.
Okay. What you do? You knock. You open. You
I'm
just
gonna
listen?
have a listen first. I'm gonna put my ear to the door and have a listen.
Okay. Nothing comes from this door.
All right. I'm gonna slowly open the door a crack and peek in.
Okie dokie. So,
You see an eye that look back at you.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Oh, it's a bathroom. For fuck's sake!
right, there, let me go and describe what you see, but you probably have guessed what this one already is.
It's a craps table.
I have a craps basin, more like.
Oh, not a.
Uh,
not a craps
this
table.
dark room contains a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting on top of it, and a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. A cistern on the roof used to collect rainwater, which was brought down a pipe.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of, because I've only opened it a crack and just looked in, so I'm just gonna kind of close the door, turn around and be like, washroom, and walk back to the party again.
All right, 2 doors left. Quarto, pick one.
Yes, I shall choose this one.
Door number 2.
Can you do, please, a perception check, Corto?
My God.
Can I ever?
Hey.
Oh my god, you are Jesus.
I call hacks.
Yeah.
I would never.
The moment you reach the door, you see something interesting on your left, and I'm going to be pinging it here on this wall.
I won't open the door. I will get closer to the interesting thing and try to inspect it.
It feels like one of those decorated panels is not fully attached to the wall.
I push it.
You feel that there is a gap going there. So you push it. It feels like when you try to push a painting that is a little bit away from the wall. It does that type of thud. So nothing goes in that way, though.
Do I see enough edge around it that I could pull it off the wall?
Yes,
get my fingers in there?
You can put your finger between the actual wall and the panel.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, there's something here that we should look at before we get in trouble, and then I'll pull it off the wall.
You pull it off the wall, and you see that the stone wall of this of the actual wall that is behind this panel has a different tint in some places from the normal grey stone that is. It feels like it has been added after.
Oh, this isn't the original wall here. Can I see, is it like a straight line? Does it look like maybe a doorway?
There is what looks like to be a seam.
A seam, okay.
I approach Corto, touch the wall, and start rubbing it.
Oh, good call. Yeah, rub it.
You start to touch the wall and rub it, and at some point, if you touch it a little bit stronger than the other bits, and it kind of does an indent in the wall itself, and it slides away and opens a passage.
I say, "Whoa!"
And what do you see?
Oh God!
What did you do?
What do you see is this.
That's it.
There is a staircase going up.
Up.
Looks like a staircase to the attic, but what? Why the hell would they hide it like this?
Well, if you had something that you wanted to keep safe, you would put it behind something secret. Maybe.
Some treasures?
Yeah, treasures or the baby safe. Either way, I think we should go up there and send the dwarf first.
I was literally about to say.
I like how you volunteer others.
At this point, I'm just kind of like, because I'm watching from like back here, so I'm just gonna walk over and move these two out of the way for a sec and be like, right, off we go, and walk up the stairs. It's only looks like a couple of stairs, to be fair. It's like a short passage. How dark is it? Is it like super dark?
But it's still nonetheless is not illuminated at all. So you can still probably have some faint
Dark.
light coming through there where you already are.
I'd be able to see anyway, wouldn't I? Because dark vision. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Is it a door at the top? What's at the top?
No. It just there's a staircase and there is a landing.
Staircase and a landing, right?
And
okay.
more going up, probably, perhaps, maybe.
Let's have a wander up the stairs then. Why not?
Okay, we actually going into the newest floor.
Yay!
And this is...
It's very dark.
Yes, because the fog of war exists. In a moment. There we go.
Congratulations, you found another stair.
Exactly.
Another
What do
stair.
you do?
What do you do, guys?
I yell from the downstairs, like, what's up there?
You not coming with me? You just sending me on my own. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the intent, apparently.
You know how they send
Believe it's-
canaries into mines?
Exactly. If they
That's
stop
not how
singing,
it works, Sean.
that's what happens
You
when they
go
stop
with the
singing.
canary. Believe it or not, more doors.
Doesn't
More doors.
open.
Come check.
No!
You're the one that's been
Open
opening
it!
doors the whole time.
Grab it!
Rabbit.
I'm gonna. So what kind of door is it? Is it just a wooden door? Is it locked?
As the same as every others.
Okay, it's not locked. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna very very slowly open the door a very slight crack and peek half of my head in the door.
Okay.
See what I see.
So I'm gonna be starting revealing bits of what you see. You see this
my
bit
God.
here. You see this bit a little bit for now because you're picking only alpha, and this bit over here.
That's not much to go.
More doors.
This is the one in front of you. It's a window. Okay, this one. I'm picking it now. I'm pinging now. This one is a window.
I yell from the downstairs, are you alive?
Barely.
Barely.
Bear now?
More doors.
You're a bear now.
I follow Torik up
Hey,
the
Bard,
stairs.
come in for more doors. It's what you're good at.
I'll
I'm
go
following up
with
too.
Lavender and Aaron. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll follow them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you all enter in the doorway then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly sneak in and be like,
Okay. You discover more of these hallway, I would call it. I don't know if it is the right word, but that's the word I'm going for. And this is the rest of the room.
I say, surprise, surprise, more doors. These
Yeah.
people surely love rooms.
What? Can I ask why this door has a black hole in it?
Let me understand if it is a mistake of the printing or there is actually a reason for that. It is number 20. Let me bother.
I got
You sit on your berries.
Yes, so there is a reason. Sorry.
no.
I'm going
I
to describe
just
you.
rammed my knee into the corner of my desk.
I'm gonna read you the description of this one. There is a room for that. There is a reason for that. Sorry. This bare hole is choked with dust and cobwebs. The door that has the dot is held shut with a padlock.
Hmm.
I say that's sure a good way to keep a baby safe.
Lock it in.
It's also a good way to keep other things in that isn't a baby.
I think we go. I say we start with this one.
Is the lock locked?
It is a padlock, quite a big one. Like,
But it's locked. It is closed.
it is locked. It is closed. Yes.
We haven't found keys anywhere, have we?
No.
Why would we need a key? We didn't know anything was locked.
Wonder. I'm gonna go try and find a key for this while you guys have a look around up here.
Just in case, like if anybody has any lockpicks, I may show some other of my talents.
Why would those of us who can't pick locks have lock picks?
Maybe you found them on your travels.
I'll check my pockets.
Just
Do you
say it.
have
We
any
don't
lock picks?
necessarily. I don't, obviously, but just saying, we don't necessarily need the key if we find lockpicks.
What about like a
Like,
bobby
we can-
pin?
Maybe would do.
Okay, I'll have a look for bobby pins, lock picks, and keys.
Okay.
I'm gonna head down to the master bedroom. I'm gonna start searching there.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look in this door here.
You're
Why
gonna
not?
look at this door here.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look in. I'm gonna do my little thing of open the door and peek in.
Yes.
What?
Marty, you doing anything in particular?
I am just staying in the middle of this room so I can see everyone and just stay at a
Stay out of the way.
distance.
Okay.
Yep.
Brilliant. That's the best way to stay alive sometimes.
Especially when you
Not
have
that,
9
of
hit
course,
points.
Pada is in immediate danger. I know. Making sure, So you
Especially-
open the door, Toric.
Yes.
Okay. You open
Gonna
the
have a
door
peek.
and you find this. This is number 19. Okay.
Bedroom.
This is $2,400
This-
a month in Toronto.
It's a web-filled room that contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Okay.
Looks like a baby room.
What?
Mm.
How many baby
There's a
rooms
rocking
do you
chair.
have
There's a rocking
chairs in?
chair.
There is.
You
a
know,
rocking
to baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like you take a baby, you rock in the chair with the baby.
Yes, precisely.
Is there anything on the walls? Any like?
Nothing on the walls. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the previous floor with Corto, if you don't mind.
That usually means I'm in trouble. Why
No,
can't you
it's
stay in
because
the
you
attic?
are.
Okay.
So you're back here.
Yeah.
You go to the master bedroom.
Yeah.
The master bedroom doesn't seem to be having anything that can be used as a bobby pin or makeshift lock picking tools.
Right, no keys or anything in this desk.
No. There is the desk has empty drawers, and you try to shake the drawers. Doesn't seems to be having any fake bottoms or anything else.
Okay. All right. If once I'm satisfied that I can't find anything in this room, I'll go down to the huntsman room. Actually, I'll check the
Okay.
cloak. I'll check the cloak room first. Cloak room for.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's a servant's room. What floor was that on?
Yeah, there
next
was
one down,
on. It was on the next one down. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check servant's room. You said the chests were empty, but I'll check like their uniforms and stuff. Ah, fuck! There's 2 whole rooms here. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't say anything. You just let's go to the top. Let's go to the top.
I'll re-look in these
Okay.
boxes, and then I'll check the servants' uniforms and pockets for any keys or anything. Son of
I'm
a...
fine with your exploration is yours, and I
You're gonna-
respect that.
Are you going to check the other 2 rooms, Sean, as well?
Well, I don't know. We didn't even look at these things. These might attack me. I don't even know what these are. These are the suits of armor with the wolf helmets and the spears.
Just fucking skimmed
Well,
over.
you know what? Vari's not here. I might be okay.
More than likely.
Is there anything in the servants' uniforms?
No, there's
Sean,
there's
nothing in the
nothing.
servants' uniforms.
No.
Okay.
I go closer to the stairs and yell from the attic down.
Mhm.
It's like, Corto, any luck? I'm gonna come and help you.
Nothing
Okay.
yet. I'm on the 2nd floor now.
Too late, I'm coming.
Okay. Okay, so we have Lavender and Corto on the 2nd floor. Thoric and Arwin, are you still on the attic?
Yep.
I'm assuming as much. Yes. So, yeah, I will do a little bit with Lavender and Corto here, and I'll come back to you guys.
Sure.
What do you do in this room then? On this floor?
When Lavender gets down here, I'll let her know. I searched everything on the floor above. No keys, nothing we can use as lockpicks. I think we should check this room here to the west, whatever direction this is.
Just this one. Okay.
I say sure, and I march to the door and I open it wide.
Okay, just push it open, like
Yes.
very
like-
theatrically. Very theatrically. Okay. You open up this room. Let me reveal what you see.
Started off so cautious. Oh, it's a library.
Oh.
I say, oh look, another fireplace. Do you want to check it?
You know what? No. Because I remember that the last fireplace started on its
Mhm.
own.
Yeah. So that's
I'm sure this one's
number
great.
8. That's number 8.
Let's see.
Red
It's like
velvet.
I've started expecting it now, Sean.
Yes. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor to ceiling, bookshelves line to the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
Look at all these wonderful books. Do you like to read, Lavender?
Not really. Do you?
Yeah, I find you can learn quite a bit about reading. No, quite a bit from reading. Yes, quite a bit from reading, not about reading. Although you can read a bit about reading as well. I'm just gonna look at the desk, I think.
You're looking at the desk. Yes?
In
Lavender?
the meanwhile, I go to one of the stuffed chairs. I sit down, and I'm like, once you're finished, maybe you can read me a book.
Okay. So, the desk has several items resting on top of it. There's an oil lamp, there's a jar of ink, there's a quill pen, there's a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle. 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing an insignia, which is a windmill, which is the same insignia you saw at the very entrance on the shield. Is a windmill. So probably is the sigil, the sign, that used with red wax to sign papers, as the lord of the manor type of thing.
Okay.
There are some drawers in this desk.
I'm gonna open them.
All of them are empty except one that contains a silver key.
A silver key?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pocket that.
I'm gonna pocket that. Yoink.
And I'm gonna go over to the bookshelf and at random pull a book off the shelf and open it.
Okay.
And look over at Lavender and say, at the end of a big forest lived a humble woodcutter with his 2 children, a boy and a girl named Hansel and Gretel. Along with them lived the working man's second wife, since the children's mother had died before. The stepmother didn't appreciate the children much. The woodcutter's family had always been poor, and as if it weren't enough, a terrible famine had ravaged the region, and all the inhabitants became more needy. Oh, I also found this key.
Yes.
Fantastic, beautiful key. Go on.
While you keep reading, can you do a perception check again, Koto,
Sure.
since you are on a roll tonight?
Ooh.
Who is rolling what? Sorry.
Koto was doing one.
Oh
Yes.
dear.
The situation was terrible.
You think there is something not right with this bookshelf, but you cannot pinpoint what is wrong.
Okay. The family had nothing to eat, not even flour to make bread. The couple started to worry because they thought that all of them, including the children, would starve. One night, the father was going around in bed thinking how to get money to solve their problems. Lavender, does this bookcase look off to you? And I'll knock on the bookcase.
By the way, sorry.
I don't know, something about this bookcase just seems off. Are you...
Sorry, what was saying, Lavender?
I said, by the way, my mom told the story differently. Then I walk to the bookcase, and I look at it, and I'm like, so what does seem off about it?
Lavender, can you please roll the d20 and add your perception, please?
Taking my perception. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You see that there is a lot of dust on these books because more than likely these have not been picked to be read for quite a long time. But there is one in particular that has a black and red spine that feels like it is almost entirely clean from dust.
I look at the book and I say, oh, this book seems a little bit too clean to my taste. So I pull it off the shelf and I look at the cover.
The moment you pull out the books from the shelf, it doesn't actually come off of the shelf, but you can hear a clong sound behind it. And the section of the bookshelf in front of you indent itself into the wall and slide, revealing a passage. And you reveal this.
What did you do?
Another secret passage.
I just like you are all about literature.
I was just trying to read your book and you wanted a story.
I was trying to be like, like educated, cultural, whatever you people do. Like, oh my god, a passage.
Lavender, is that a body in there?
I'm gonna be describing this for you. This room, this secret room, contains bookshelves that are packed with loads of tomes. There is a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet that stands against the south wall. Its lid, it is half closed. Sticking out of the chest, there is a skeleton in a leather armor.
I wear the same armor.
You also see there is in the hand of the skeleton, clutched still in a death pose, like clutching for the last thing. You see there is a letter with a sigil at the bottom.
I storm out to the staircase and I yell, "Guys, come here! Look what we found!" And then I go back in.
Okay. You are still in the room while the other two are coming down. I assume. Are you
me?
going down?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Corto, you're still probably in the room. What do you do?
One night, the father was going around in bed thinking how to get money to solve their problems. He was so worried that he couldn't sleep. He was overwhelmed with anxiety. He sighed and said to his wife, "What will happen with the family? How will we be able to feed our poor children when we don't even have enough to feed ourselves? What did you do?"
This is a story within the story. It's storyception.
The storyception, yes.
Deliriously stress read it at this point.
I will put my book back on the shelf.
Yes.
And wait for the others to arrive. I'm gonna keep that key tucked away in my pocket, though.
Okay.
What's going down? Going up, going on. Down here? Wow, I had a
Down.
stroke.
What's up down here?
He had a stroke in the meantime. Yes.
Lavender and I were here completely minding our business, sitting in these chairs, and this door suddenly opened entirely on its own.
By itself?
Yeah, without provocation. It was very strange.
Really?
Thoric, did you do something upstairs?
What's
He's
inside
not,
the
he's
room?
not replying. He's not replying. Though.
Well, Arwen, I mean, you should probably look for yourself, but it's
I walk into the room.
a body.
You walk into the room. Okay.
Good luck.
You see a bookshelf on your left and right, basically filled with tomes.
Okay.
And you see this skeleton. The head of the skeleton is actually inside of the slightly open chest, and you see this letter inside the in his hand as last clutch.
And where's the hand?
On the floor. On the floor.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll pick up the letter.
You pick up the letter, and it is handwritten.
God, I hope it's a page from Hansel and Gretel.
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Okay.
Since we have a lot of World of Warcraft players in here, I would make you imagine, because I'm definitely not able to do this with my own voice. Imagine that what I'm going to be reading right now is read by Sire Denathrius.
The big Daddy D himself.
My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms breathing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich.
Watch you, that's the sexiest you've ever sounded on stream.
I was
Sorry.
about to say that's sexy.
I walk back out and I look at Koto. I presume you can read, and I hand him the letter. And I'll want to have a closer look at the tomes, if there's anything interesting.
Yes, I'm gonna pass you in a second. Yes? What? Sorry, what?
I interrupt everybody, like, waving my hands around, and I'm like, are we just gonna ignore this letter? Are we gonna ignore this?
But
Like,
you don't know what's in the letter. That's why I handed it out to
You didn't-
Porto.
you didn't read it out loud.
No.
No. I
just read
was
it.
reading it for Marty in this case.
I'll read it out loud to Lavender and Thoric.
Okay. I think there is a handout for this one, so you can actually have the physical copy of this one after I find it. I'm going to post it in the Discord.
Sure.
So you can actually see it as a physical prop.
Okay.
So the tomes you found, sorry, Tori, I'm going to go back to you in a second. The tomes you find what looks like to be this fiend summoning rituals and necromantic rituals of a cult called the priests of Osibus. You are looking at them. You're passing the picture, the pages, and not only the name doesn't strike anything in your memory of your wizardy type of memory. These priests of Osibus doesn't ring any bell to you, but also by looking at these ritual, it feels like what you would buy from a souvenir shop that sells witchcraft stuff. It feels like all these rituals are bogus rituals, and is something that has no magical purpose or actual effect. It's something that somebody wrote down as, I'm writing down some rituals, but the reality is they don't do anything.
It's just more decorations, collecting dust. Why do people do this? I don't understand.
That doesn't seem like something to lose your head over. And I'll go into
What
the
about
room.
the letter?
I will have read the letter out loud to you. Did you want me to actually? You don't need me to read
No,
it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Or maybe.
I need to find that out if you want, but I can pass it later on if you want.
Yeah, let's pass it later. I would like to go into the room with the body.
Yes.
I am taking the letter off your hands,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, excuse me, the Dreadlord, stillborn baby. Does anybody know this person?
I've not
What was
heard
the
the name, but it does seem ominous. I don't feel like maybe the parents here weren't as nice as they were supposed to be. Perhaps this key that we found will open the lock upstairs. We could find out more. I am very curious.
What key?
I'm sorry. Oh, did we not? Oh, we found a key. When we weren't snooping.
We did?
Yeah, we found a key. It's a small silver key. Should open the door upstairs. We don't know for sure though. But I think we need to know what's in this box, other than presumably this guy's head.
I take a step back towards the exit, and I'll just nod at Corso, and it's like, yeah, I agree. Can you go check out the box?
Yeah, for sure. Thoric, I think I smell some ham in here.
I'm pretty
still
sure.
rereading the letter. I'm still rereading the letter in misbelief. Well, Thoric.
I'm fairly sure that Thoric would know what this could be.
What could be? Sorry.
What the chest could be. I've got a really bad feeling about this chest.
Well, you are inside the room right now.
Yeah. We're in the
So
room. We haven't touched the chest yet.
you and Corto are inside the room, and you clearly see now that you are coming closer. I didn't mention this to Arwen because he was so focused on taking the parchment from the hand. You realize that there are 3 darts of this size, so like 6-7 centimeters long, planted in the chest armor of this skeleton, which is a leather armor.
The chest.
And it probably feels like that this person tried to open the chest and triggered the mechanism inside the chest, which probably had some poisonous dart inside of it, and this is how this individual has found his death.
So chances are it doesn't have it anymore.
Mm-hmm. The chest is still with basically the only things that stops the chest to be completely fully closed is the skeletal neck of skeleton.
Okay. So now we know. Now that we know how he died, which is good. I'm gonna kind of try. I'm gonna open the chest. But I'm gonna stand off to one side just in case, because I still don't trust it. So I'm gonna open the chest, but standing off to one side.
Okay,
I'll mirror Torek and also just stand to the side, even though I'm all the way back here.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to stand right behind the skeleton.
Okay. You open the chest. Nothing happens. You can clearly see now that there is a mechanism inside the chest that has probably already been triggered. It's like a metal wire that was triggering the mechanism that full firing the darts to whoever opened.
So what's in the chest?
In the chest, you find something quite interesting. You see that there is 3 books with black leather covers that are, as you open them, they are completely blank, or blank pages inside. There are 3 spell scrolls that you can potentially pass to somebody fond in the magic arts. One scroll is Bless. One scroll is, ironically, Protection from Poison. And one is Spiritual Weapon. So if you want to pass or distribute these scrolls or pass it to somebody to use them, you can do that. So I repeat, is Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon. But also, there is a bundle of paperworks. Tie them together with a string and sort of like a knot on top. And most of it, you need to open the knot to actually see it. But one of them you can pick through the papers without releasing the knot, and you see that it looks like to be a deed of ownership.
Something bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
The owner of this chest would know it was trapped, and he wouldn't have triggered it and died. So I think that this guy, and I'll nudge the skeleton with my boot, isn't the owner of the home, and perhaps was the messenger delivering this letter?
Oh, that's a good catch. What's in the chest, though?
Unless he killed himself, I guess. That's a strange way to go, though.
Either way, so can we? Is the deed to this house, or is
you don't need to open up the knot at the moment? There's everything tied up. You can only peek through the title of one of the papers.
Okay, so I'm gonna point. Give these to my pointy-eared friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
Which one
who
of
does
us?
Scrolls.
Oh. Yeah.
You're the pointy-eared one.
We're 2.
There's
2 of us.
Oh, do Drow have pointy ears?
Yeah, he's still an elf.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Drow actually elves. Oh, okay.
Yes, they are elves. Yes.
Right. So I'm gonna give that to Arwen over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna pocket the the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, yes. Okay.
I might just pocket that one for myself.
Okay, cool.
And then because I've already got anti-poison.
The others, yes.
Can I get you to repeat one more time the spells? I'm very sorry.
Is Bless, Protection from Poison.
Protection from Poison.
Exactly. And of course, Spiritual Weapon, but Thoric got that one.
Okay.
Stealing that one.
Do you open the bundle of documents then, Arwen?
Yeah, sure.
So it is indeed a deed of ownership that includes this house that you are currently in, includes a windmill that doesn't say where it is,
That explains a lot.
and a signed will. The will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, and leaves the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbold Durst. In the event of the parent's death.
Those names ring a bell.
The children.
I was gonna say we could just take the deed and the house is ours now, but it's not quite how it works, is it?
Well, technically speaking, without the will being published, the person that owns the deeds of a house owns the house.
Guys, I own a windmill now.
Yes. As long as you don't fight it,
Congrats.
you should be fine, Arwen.
That's an interesting turn of events. What else is there, guys? What are those books?
I'll leave you to explain.
Empty books. I'm just gonna walk away. The books are empty. Like there's nothing to it.
Interesting. I go to the room, I go to the chest. I take the books and I just pocket them just in case.
Just pocket these.
Why
These
would
are how big are the books though?
Why would
You
you
just
lock up
pocket them.
empty books?
That's mysterious. Books
Okay.
of books.
Can I see one of them, Lavender? Can I see one of those books?
Sure, I'm giving one to Corto.
I'm gonna take it out to the desk, and I'm gonna flip through the pages and see if I can see like any invisible ink or any signs that the pages had been written on. Like how you like when you write too heavy on a pad of paper, there's like scratching under on the page underneath. I want to see if there's any signs at all of writing in the book.
There is no sign of writing. There is no missing pages. Like nobody torn away a page. What this could be is, considering the content of the rest of the room where these were found, is either ledger books for the house itself, or potentially makeshift spell books that people were doing like ritual could write down their spells. They're not mage books, they're not wizard books because they look different, but it's like a portable ritual summoning stuff book that you can write down your notes and makeshift spells. We established that those spells were found in the book, probably more than likely are only bogus ones, but you probably believe that this still has something to do with writing down rituals type of things.
Okay.
Besides that, there's nothing else in the chest.
Okay.
Interesting.
So what was this guy looking for before he was so properly disturbed in his searching?
What's the seal on the letter? It was sealed, right?
Yes, it is
I mean,
sealed.
what's on the seal?
The seal is different from the seal that you found on the desk on the room before. Very characteristically, it's the seal of a flying bat.
A butt. A bat.
Righty-roo, then. I don't really want to stay in such close proximity from a potentially suicidal skeleton, so I walk outside of the room, and I'm like, "Are you staying? Are we going? Are you going?"
Well, we have the key. We can go upstairs. There's also another room down here that we could check. We haven't been to yet. I'm good either way.
I'm saying, "Oh, another room," and then again, dramatically, I open the doors wide.
Okay, so you open the door.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's fine. You open very dramatically the door.
Lavender, the opener of doors.
Have a
And
title.
you see this.
I'm just in the hallway having a smoke at the moment.
If Koto wants to scroll up, we can reveal the entirety of the room.
Oh, music!
Yes.
God.
Gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered shelves line the walls, and a stained glass wall hanging depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece.
I
Very happy.
I rushed to inside the room,
Mhm.
screaming, "Oh my god, it's a music room!" And then I go straight to the piano. Was it the piano?
Yeah, harpsichord, yes, a sort of pan.
Yeah.
I just shake my head as I'm seeing this. I'm just like, what a waste of space.
Yeah, I'm also just kind of like, ugh. And
Yeah,
sort of-
I go to the piano, I sit down, I start playing horribly. I don't know how to play piano, by the way, but I sing on top of my lungs yet another song. So
The moment you sit down to the harpsichord and
Oh,
you
no.
start to strike the first note,
What did
you
do?
realize that the piano, I would call it piano, even if it is not strictly a piano, but we agree that it is a piano. You start to strike the first notes. First of all, the things you noticed is that it is perfectly tuned still. The notes you strike are coming loud and clear, and this sounds is actually pretty good. The second thing that you hear after the sound of your harpsichord's end is that from below you hear howling of wolves.
What did you do?
And on that note, we will end the session here.
Varia, why are you like this?
Time. We've got the whole session nice and peaceful.
I'm going to turn on the wolves.
This is
what else would you expect? It's a music room.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
This is the end of session number 2, and
No,
I
no.
hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can resist for another week without Dungeons and Dragons.